All right, so 20, 21, and 22 says, so we have the functions. We have f of x is equal to 3x minus 4 and g of x is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 4. So on 20, it's f of g of x. So we have no values like we do on 21 and 22. So on 20, basically, I'm going to rewrite this. I think that it seems like most students do a better job if they see it like this. So then they know what's going to go inside. So then I can rewrite this as f of x squared minus 3x minus 4. So that means wherever I have an x in my f of x function, I'm going to replace it with the x squared minus 3x minus 4. So what happens is I'm going to take this whole part, and instead of it being 3 times x, it's going to be 3 times x squared minus 3x minus 4, and then subtract the 4. Now I'm not finished because I need to distribute that 3 to everything. So I have 3x squared minus 9x minus 12 minus 4. Don't forget to combine like terms on the back side. So f of g of x is equal to 3x squared minus 9x minus 16. Now on 21, so it's f of g of negative 1. So it's not of x anymore. So it's not g of x. So what that means is I'm going to take this negative 1, and the first thing I need to do is I need to plug that negative 1 into this part so I can get a value. And then whatever value I get from there, I'm going to take it and I'm going to plug it into my 3x. I'm going to plug it in right here. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to take g of negative 1, and I'm just going to take it, so every time I have an x, I'm going to have negative 1 squared minus 3 times negative 1 minus 4. So I plug the negative 1 into my g function first. So I get 1 plus 3 minus 4. So everything's going to cancel out. So g of negative 1 is really just 0, right? So now this 0 that I have right here is going to go into my f function. So I'm going to take wherever I have an x, so instead of f of x, I'm going to have f of 0. So then f of 0 is going to be 3 times 0 minus 4. So f of g of negative 1 is just going to be, because that's just going to be 0, is going to be negative 4.